What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 162 of the Clever and Original Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kayley Misialek, alongside me, the man with a plan, Jayden Reinhart.
Yeah, what's up? He's spending way too much time playing Mario Tennis. Holy crap.
Why so much Mario Tennis?
I don't know, I just bought it. I just saw it and I was like, I'm going to buy it.
You just wanted it?
Yeah.
Is it Switch or is it?
Yeah, it's Switch. Okay. I think reviews are pretty 50-50 because people are like, this isn't real tennis. But then everyone else is like, yeah, but it's fun. And I would agree with the, yeah, but it's fun, people.
And Nirvana man himself.
Yeah, I'm not wearing that today, but,
Larson.
you know. That's, yeah.
Well, we finally got a name for you.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
only taken
I guess
a couple of years.
A name for me. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I suppose it's always just kind of been your host.
Yeah, so that's just kind of how that's just kind of how it goes, I suppose. that's a little bit of how it works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Mario Tennis, they should bring back Mario Super Strikers, the soccer one.
The soccer game, that'd be awesome.
That was awesome.
That'd be cool.
Apparently you could kick the crap out of people.
Yeah.
Like a Super Mario World, but like
Don't they have like 3D World?
I guess, but I don't know. I want like make it like Mario 64, but the same.
So like the same game, but like just.
But like it's totally
graphics.
different. Yeah, it's like how you control things. It's like, you know,
updated graphics.
And it's like an action, so yeah, it's totally different. But it's the same like path.
Like
same like
how A Link Between Worlds was a link to the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I get you. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So if you haven't listened to us before, we are the Clever and Original Podcast. We talk about comic book movie type stuff, video game type stuff, particularly in that order. So let's get on with some news. Big shakeups in the DC universe.
Large shakeups.
As Warner Brothers is reportedly taking Henry Cavill out of playing Superman in their shared cinematic universe. Henry Cavill has played Superman in Man of Steel, the movie that kicked off this universe, in 2013. Played him in 3 movies: Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Justice League. Reportedly, Warner Brothers wanted him to be in a cameo for Shazam. However, that didn't work out, and one thing led to another, and now it appears as though he is out as Superman. That seems like a very drastic thing. Like, hey, you can't cameo for this movie? Well, fuck you. You're out.
I mean, it's just like, you know, how could this disaster of a franchise get any worse? Oh, here we go.
Let's remove Superman.
Yeah. One of the, like, you know, like a well-cast, like, you know, he was cast well as Superman.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck. He's Geralt now. Fuck Superman. I don't give a fuck.
There you go. Just full-time Geralt,
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting considering they just, like, tried to kick off. They still have, like, movies in this universe with, like, Aquaman coming out starring Jason Momoa this year. Obviously Shazam. There's Flash and then Wonder Woman 2. I think it's called 1984, but I'm not
I don't know.
Entirely sure about that. Wonder Woman 1984 coming out next November, and then Aquaman coming out this December. I guess it's interesting. I'm kind of surprised at this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised, but like, gee, like, it's just fucked. Like they, like, I don't know what they can do to make it better at this point, because it's spectacular crash and burn.
Just reboot everything.
I guess they could, but Wonder Woman's good, so you know.
So like at least they're keeping that, you know. It's not like a clean slate.
Yeah.
Wiping out the slate. But it looks like both Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill are out as both Batman and Superman, respectively.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I think we had mentioned.
Yeah, I
Ben
know,
Affleck
but
was
like
out.
just putting that into, like just thinking
Let's
about
do the
it.
main here. I mean, I guess Wonder Woman is now the most like
The-
recent
well, it's like-
popular edition.
Like
but
you look at the big, there's like the big three of DC, right? It's like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and
got
you only
one.
have one of them.
Yeah, it's quite the trim. I don't know why they're getting. I don't know. I'm not them. Maybe there's better context that makes it make more sense. But to me, it just kind of seems like they're making mistakes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
There seems to be this very like rotten to the core almost. Something about DC's cinematic universe. They've got great TV shows, they've got great comics, great animated stuff. But for some reason, like action movies can't seem to like get
Like
off
they're
the
just
ground.
fucking shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they make money because people are all in for superheroes right now.
Right.
And so, but like critically, they're taking a major hit with like obviously Wonder Woman being the lone exception.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So Henry Cavill out as Superman in as Geralt of Rivia.
Rivia. Yep.
Yeah.
And there's also some rumors about who will be replacing Superman. According to Deadline, Warner Brothers is considering some completely different direction with Superman, including those of different races. For example, Michael B. Jordan is one of the leading candidates to replace Henry Cavill as Superman, which would be the first time a black actor would be playing the character.
I mean, I could see that, I suppose. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, they do it with Spider-Man already.
yeah.
They
Just,
got a ton of different
yeah.
Yeah,
Spider-Man. Why not have a ton of
I
different
mean,
Superman?
Michael B. Jordan is a great actor.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a very good actor too.
For
So
sure.
like, people like him.
Yeah.
People love him. So that'd be
Although
fun.
the last time he played a superhero, that didn't quite work out so well, but that was I think that was mostly on the director and
Yeah.
It's a Fantastic Four.
yeah,
Yeah.
Torch,
Fantastic
yeah.
Four,
Wait, that's not
probably
his.
the-
That you can't fix bad writing.
That
Alright?
is
You can't fix
True.
bad writing.
Yeah.
Like you can. So it's
I'm just waiting for him to be like flame on,
Jesus.
and
I mean,
just turn
that'd
into
be fine.
Superman,
I honestly
flaming
don't.
Superman.
I don't really like. I don't care at all anymore about any of about like DC like films whatsoever. Like it's just like they've
See,
like,
like-
proved that they're just a disaster.
Yeah, like I don't know, they've been like, I mean, I'm interested in Wonder Woman obviously
Right.
because it's great. Like
Yeah.
it was really good. But like Aquaman doesn't really interest me.
Yeah.
And like it just
Yeah.
looks like another DC, another Superman, like DC Universe film that's all, I don't know, in like this eternal overcast that, there's no sun at all. Like, no wonder everyone's so like, no wonder there's so much crime in the street. They don't see the sun at all.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just dark
Everyone's
all the
just
time.
sad all the
It's
time,
just
yeah.
it's just in darkness.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously Michael B. Jordan would be great.
Yeah, I like
Um,
Michael B. Jordan.
So we'll see how that goes. DC has got a few more movies, as that we've mentioned. Aquaman coming out December 21st this year. And then Wonder Woman 1984 coming out November 1st of next year. Shazam on April 5th of next year. Cyborg in 2020 and Green Lantern Corps in 2020 as well.
All right. Well, hopefully those are not terrible.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, well, we'll see, I guess. But
I mean, if I had it my way, I would enjoy everything because then life would be great.
yeah,
But unfortunately, DC has to shit all over that dream.
yes, yes, they
Yeah, unfortunately.
have to be quite bad sometimes.
Let's move on then, shall we?
Sure.
Switching from DC to Marvel, rumor has it that Captain Britain and the Black Knight are getting their own movie.
Lit. I
with
like it.
director Guy Ritchie. It
All right.
sounds like.
Interesting. Okay.
According to Ain't It Cool News, they have said that an unannounced Marvel studio film, Captain Britain and the Black Knight, reportedly directed by Guy Ritchie, is taking advantage of a vacancy created by the departure of Danny Boyle's from the next James Bond movie. And so they're going to use that time frame to make a movie at Pinewood Studios. And that is reportedly called Captain Britain and the Black Knight. And it's based on some info. Looks like it's booked for November and December of 2018 to hold auditions for the project. So what this is just a rumor, by the way, so take it with a grain of salt, obviously. But what are the thoughts on Captain Britain and the Black Knight potentially getting their own movie?
Seems cool. I mean, I like the more obscure characters getting films, so this is always, it's always fun to see the obscure ones kind of blow up because of a movie.
Yeah, I mean, people like me never heard of them, but then you think of, like, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, like, out of nowhere, and then you got, like, these big-time actors playing them now.
Yeah.
Like, or the actors are big-time because of the characters.
Yeah.
Goes both ways, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this should be interesting, although I'm going to say it again. Mm-hmm. Where's Moon Knight? But anyway, getting back on topic. Yeah. Captain Britain, interesting that they would make a Captain Britain film. Basically Marvel wanted to get more British people into comics, and so they made this character who's got his powers. If you don't know, he got his powers from a legendary magician named Merlin.
All right.
And his daughter Roma, and assigned to uphold the laws of Britain, according to Wikipedia.
All right. So yeah, I mean, his power is basically like, is it like Captain America, but like British?
I mean, I think so.
All right.
Uphold the laws of Britain, so he's like a superpowered police officer.
Like, I suppose.
I guess that's what all superheroes are.
I mean, kind of. Let's see.
Sort of.
So to me, it sounds like he's similar to Shazam.
Oh, okay.
He's got this amulet that when worn around his neck turns him into a superhero version of himself with a more muscular physique.
Okay.
Except I don't think he's a kid. I think he's just
okay.
Right.
All right, so that makes sense. I understand.
And then Black Knight is not a character you hear much about. And to be honest, I don't know that much about the Black Knight.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about that character.
To be honest, I don't know really much of anything about these characters. It was first a medieval knight created by Stan Lee and Joe.
Black Knight, huh?
Yeah, so I don't know.
And if you wouldn't have told me he was like his own character, I would have thought just Black Knight was a nickname for Batman.
I mean, he's the Dark Knight, right?
The Dark Knight, right? But I don't know.
It seems like Black Knight is a sort of title passed on from generation to generation of people.
Oh, okay.
Who are
That's
like
cool.
knights, the original one coming in the Middle Ages.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So, interesting thing. Obviously, a rumor and not official in any way means
Not official.
necessary, but an interesting thing. Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy. No one had any clue who they were before Marvel made a movie about them.
Mm-hmm.
And so Marvel has done a pretty good job. And now, Guardians is one of the most popular groups of characters out there.
Oh, yeah. Hands down, for sure.
So, yeah, I mean, it's very possible.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah. I don't really
excited?
know what else to say about
Yeah, I mean,
this.
I'll be happy to see it.
For sure.
Yeah. So we'll see. There's a lot of movies we don't know about after Infinity War Part 2. The only one we really know about is Spider-Man Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Guardians Volume 3, but that's up in the air.
Who knows what's going on with that.
There's a lot we don't know. Obviously, I feel like they want to focus on the next Avengers film and obviously Captain Marvel before that. So we probably won't find out for a long while before what movies are coming out down the pipeline for Marvel. All right, moving on. Moving to Netflix, Marvel at the end of Iron Fist Season 2 had a post-credits stinger. It seems to be a thing with Marvel stuff nowadays. Even their TV shows and video games have post-credit stuff.
Everything.
And there was a teaser for Daredevil Season 3, which showcased Matt Murdock in a what do you call it?
A confession
with
kind of box thing.
Yeah, with in the Catholic Church. Looked like he was wearing his black suit, like the one he wore before he actually got a suit.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the sort of mask, black. I don't want to say ski mask, but similar.
Yeah, it was like
and then black shirt and everything, and so he went on to say that he would rather be or die as Daredevil basically, or live as Matt Murdock. So leading to where this could go for Season 3. So what are our thoughts on this short teaser?
I mean, we got a lot of foreshadowing for this when he first ran into the Punisher, saying he's one bad day from being him.
Yeah.
Right? And now it's kind of getting closer and closer to that reality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's obviously a lot darker than he had started. In like the first season, he's like this happy-go-lucky lawyer with his best friend, and they're taking a bite out of crime the legal way, and now he's like just wants to beat the shit out of people.
Yeah.
I guess that do bad things. Like, definitely a change in character, like sharp 180. It makes for good content for sure.
Right. And I assume we've all seen Season 2, right?
Daredevil? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so like, and it, his friends are like all trying to get him to stop being Daredevil and whatnot.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, fuck you.
And I think like if you've seen The Defenders, that goes more into that. And it seems like, it's like this is gonna be him being very like in a dark place. And it seems to be getting more towards, I don't know, in my opinion, to like Season 1 sort of style, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like it sort of, I don't know, lit up, I guess, because it was the stuff in Season 2 and I guess Defenders, it was kind of ridiculous in comparison to taking down like a crime lord, like with ninjas and Punisher and everything. And so this seems like it's, I don't know, just based on the short teaser, obviously there's not that, maybe it's looking into it too much, but it seems like it's getting more towards that dark, down to the street level sort of thing. But I don't know. That's just the way I see it.
His costume too kind of hints at that too.
Right,
like
yeah,
going
like
back to his roots.
Right, going back to being the sort of stealthy guy that's not really looking for attention, really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Excited to see it though.
Yeah. So Daredevil Season 3, it says coming soon. Rumors are that it's coming out this year in like December maybe.
All right.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see for announcement comes out in the next month or so in regards to a release date for Daredevil.
Cool.
And that does it for movie type stuff this week. Let's get on to some video game type stuff this week.
Damn.
Nintendo had their Nintendo Direct. And there were some major things coming out of it. I'll just go down the list and we'll talk about a few of them. So they announced Luigi Mansions 3. That's the way they started it off.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out on Nintendo Switch. Sounds like it's coming out in 2019. They announced Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is coming to the Switch on November 2nd. Civilization 6, Sid Meier's Civilization 6, is coming out November 16th. There are 4 Final Fantasy games that are coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Final Fantasy 7 being one of them,
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 10 and Final Fantasy 10-2, as well as Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of cool. I mean, I'm interested in Luigi's Mansion 3. Kind of I already have Diablo, so less side. That's cool though, and I'm interested how Civilization's gonna like work on
a console.
Yeah, like
That would be really cool though.
yeah. I mean,
Have,
if
like, a
the
mobile
controls
Civ
weren't
6.
terrible.
Well, I don't
Right.
like.
So-
I think it'd be easier, right, with like touchscreen. Right?
Oh yeah, if
Yeah.
they could
And, like,
do
motion
something like that.
controls.
Yeah.
Maybe you just shake it a little bit to bring up like the menu or something. I don't know.
Kind of depends. I guess I'll have to see what the interface looks like, but
Yeah.
it's kind of
Th-
interesting.
That's the one that probably interests me the most about this. Obviously, Luigi's Mansion looks
Mhm.
cool.
Looks sweet.
They kind of teased that on the little Smash Brothers direct they had a little bit ago.
Yeah.
And then it's cool that they're getting all these, I guess, remastered games and whatnot. So if you want to take that stuff with you on mobile, you can now,
hmm
or you will be able to. So yeah, I think Civilization 6 is probably be the one I'm most interested about of that stuff that we're seeing.
I think I'm pretty equally interested across the board. I can't really
Yeah.
pick a favorite, but
Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out. I'm interested if like what the online functionality for Diablo 3 is gonna be for this. Like what how they're gonna do it. If they're gonna do, they'll probably do it sort of like the other console releases, I would imagine.
I think they said there's local co-op for that as well.
Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, they are coming out with online stuff on the 16th. Is it? Or is it the 20-something?
It's pretty soon. Yeah.
It's this month
Yeah.
when that'll start. And it's super cheap. It's like $12 for a year. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice actually. It's not,
Oh, right, the Nintendo online. I
The
totally
Nintendo.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was the major thing about this.
yeah.
So what? It's like $20 for a year.
Like 12 or
12,
13.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like super cheap.
So you need that to play online multiplayer, just like Xbox Live or PS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
PS.
But that means it'll be an improvement in online features too.
mhm.
Because when people pay for it, they can spend money on it.
You
would think so.
think so.
Yeah, Nintendo's a
Um,
pretty good company, so hopefully.
In addition, you'd get NES games, as long as you have a subscription.
Yeah,
Um,
which is really sweet because that's what everyone's been asking for, right?
right.
And now just by having online, you just get it.
Yeah. So that should be interesting. However, it sounds like that you will lose. I mean, obviously, you'll lose it once you stop subscribing,
Right.
but you also lose like your saves and whatnot.
Just don't stop
On just
subscribing.
any game. Sorry.
Oh.
Like, so they have cloud saves with this online service, but if you stop your subscription, you lose all your cloud saves.
Huh.
So it's not just that you can't access them. It's
You're
that they're
right. So it's
deleted.
like if you like your subscription goes up, and then you subscribe again later, you can't get your saves from before.
Oh well, that's fucking stupid.
That's really bad.
That's-
Hopefully they change that.
Yeah, that's like that's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if you could at least like before you cancel, like move your saves from the cloud
Yeah.
to your system.
Well, I mean,
And keep
your
the ones you want or whatever.
Your system, like you can still save on your system. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you you don't get fucked when you drop your Switch. And
Yeah.
can't play it anymore. In addition to that, we've got a new fighter for Smash Brothers Ultimate. Isabelle from Animal Crossing's playing as a new character. They also announced a new Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch coming out in, I would think, 2019.
Yeah. I'm more excited for Animal Crossing than Isabelle being a fighter. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
Animal Crossing.
you know,
I mean, you already got Villager, right?
Yeah,
I don't
basically.
know. It kind of like seems like it'd be like having two
like
Fire
Echo
Emblem
Fighters.
characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they do
Well,
the same thing basically.
You want to talk about two Fire Emblem? They've got like 10.
Yeah, and they all do the
In
same
this
thing,
game.
like really close.
You've got-
they play pretty
You've
much the
got
same.
Ike, Marth, Roy, Lucina, and you've got this other person who they announced last time, but I don't remember.
They have
who.
very tiny differences.
They've got the one that's like different. It's like the magic one. I think it's
Yeah.
Robin.
Robin, yeah. They actually have a different
So,
play
yeah.
style altogether. Because that's like the main character. It's supposed to be like a all around.
Yeah.
But
So yeah,
yeah, I mean, like his villager has like the sideways rocket thing, and now Isabella has like the upwards rocket.
I will say this is
Wow.
sort of the ultimate Smash Brothers. There are so many characters.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many at this point. Might as well just throw them all in there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like there's still like a few that people are like, okay, where's like Shadow? People have been talking about
Yeah.
like Skull Kid
Mm-hmm.
from like Majora's Mask showing up.
And if we really want to talk about similar, you got Mario and you got Dr. Mario. Literally the
Luigi?
same.
What about Luigi?
Well, Luigi plays different than Mario, but the only difference between Mario and Dr. Mario is Mario shoots fireballs, Dr. Mario throws pills.
Yeah, but that's so much
That's
cooler.
it.
Yeah, Dr. Mario is a lot
It
cooler.
could just be a new skin, though. Why not? I don't know.
You know,
It's-
that's just how it is.
It's whatever.
They really like Dr. Mario.
Well, I mean, they got
Entirely.
like Daisy now with Peach. Because they got
Yeah.
those Echo Fighters, they said,
Yeah.
which are like basically the same character.
Yeah. I mean, you're still going to have those people like, no, this one's better because the frames of the animation, the hitbox or whatever. But
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
yeah, you get people like that. You get like way into like the nitty gritty, like details of a fighting game.
Yeah.
It's super involved.
So, pretty big Smash Brothers game coming out in, when was it, October?
Believe so. I want to say October. I'm going with October 14th. Just a random guess. I don't have my phone on me. Oh, it's over here. Just lean forward and loudly grab it.
Yeah, as I looked that up. Yeah, so actually December 7th. Okay. So right in the Christmas season.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of stuff. Animal Crossing is interesting. You know, I've never actually played one, but like everyone's obsessed with it, and it seems
I mean,
interesting.
It's chill. A lot of people that play it for like 20 minutes a day, you know. Or like if you have Animal Crossing, they'll both open it up and like trade or whatever.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you basically you log in, you like harvest some stuff off of trees, go fishing maybe,
Yeah.
Mhm.
sell stuff,
Chill
talk
out,
to all the
yeah.
villagers. Yeah, just relaxing.
Yeah.
God,
I
check out
get
my
that.
house. Yeah. It's like weirdly amazing. It's weirdly great.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, any other thoughts on this Nintendo Direct and Nintendo stuff? A bunch of Switch stuff.
No, a lot of
That's
cool
about
stuff.
it, yeah.
All right.
Pretty sweet.
Let's get on to the juice. Last week we did some movie and TV show recommendations. This week let's do some video game recommendations. So what are games that you like that you think someone should play? I would suggest, stuff that maybe people haven't.
Mhm.
A majority of people haven't played. If you want, I can start out. I think Transformer: The War for Cybertron series on Xbox 360 and PS3 is really good. So that'd be Transformers: War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Those two games really good. However, they've ruined it by trying to make it more like the movies with the Transformer games, when these are more like based off the original cartoon from the 1980s. Really good story, really good gameplay, in my opinion. Really like it got good reviews and everything. It just didn't really like have an audience. Like it didn't reach a large audience. So that's one, at least from me to start out.
Yeah, I think one thing I guess that people probably have played it in the past, but it just like most people probably. But Modern Warfare 2 just got on backwards compatibility for Xbox One.
Ooh.
Yep.
So if you got an Xbox One, the game's $20. It's a little glitchy in my experience right now, but it's usually once like you just kind of gotta wait those out, and then it's relatively easy to find games because a lot of people are playing it right now because it's
Cool. New sort of.
Yeah. So it's people are like, oh shit, Modern Warfare 2. I'm gonna go back and like re-explore my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd recommend that. I'm trying. There's something else that I saw. Oh, if you haven't played, like, it's been a while since it's out. I haven't heard about it in a while. But if you haven't played Inside, it's on.
Oh yeah.
It's on Xbox One. It's on PS4 as well now. It's also on Steam, I believe.
That's the game where you start out like as a kid in the forest, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you haven't played that, it's not that long. So
same people who made Limbo.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. It's not that long, but it's really, really cool, and
I've seen
it looks very nice. So
Yeah.
I would recommend that.
I'd have to say, I guess, especially like of a game I've been recently playing, and it's actually coming out with a new game. Insurgency is really fun. It's one of those. It's first-person shooter, but it's more of a hyper-realistic kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Where like you die in like 1 or 2 bullets, so you have to like take cover. Approach tactically. You don't just run. Into the front lines. You just get shot right away by snipers. It's a different like play style, I guess, than what you see in most FPSs, and it's coming out with Insurgency Sandstorm.
What's that? Is that like
it's just like a second game of it. I hear it's pretty close. There are changes here and there, like the ammo type doesn't exist in the second one now. It's just all the same, because in the first one there was one superior ammo type. You just always use armor piercing.
Cool.
But yeah, it's a fun game if you like that kind of stuff. And I also started playing, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, Mario Tennis. It's not a tennis like hyper realistic.
Mario Tennis is
Yeah, it's like there's different rules, there's different mechanics, but as far as video games go, it's fun.
Yeah.
Timing and stuff.
Sonic Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
really
yeah.
good game. It's out for Xbox One, PS3, Switch, and PC.
Mm-hmm.
Really good 2D Sonic game. Just like very similar to like Sonic 3, 1, 2, and 3, and Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Really good game. Probably the best Sonic game in a while. So check that out. Really fun. They just came out with like Sonic Plus, Mania Plus over in August. So that with DLC and everything, and a really fun game. I like it on my Switch because I can take it with me and play it in short bursts.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's another game I highly recommend to people. That Puyo Puyo Tetris as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's also out on everything. So.
The fusion like fucks with me. I can't do both of them at once.
Yeah.
It's so difficult because the Tetris pieces move through the Puyo Puyos, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Setting up a combo with both of them is
Hard.
difficult.
I would
Yeah,
imagine,
because you have to like use your mind in 2 different puzzle formats at once. Oof.
Yeah.
But Puyo Puyo and Tetris are both fun.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Any other recommendations, or
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
That's kind of all I have right
Alright.
now. Other than
Yeah.
that, I've just been
Yeah.
playing like stuff everybody already plays. So
Spider-Man.
Halo 5, playing that a lot.
Yeah, recommend those obviously.
All right. All right. I think that does it for us on this episode of the Clever and Original Podcast. Jay, if people want to find you on the social media sphere, where could they do that?
If you want to come find me, come onto Twitter and find me at Jayden Reinhart.
And JJ, where can people find you?
Twitter, JLarson107.
And you can find me at Kayley Misialek on Twitter. You can find us all at @clever_original on Twitter. And as you are right now, listen to us each and every week on SoundCloud, iTunes, and other podcast services. And we'll catch you next week, guys, in episode 163.
Peace.